Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a family game night video, role-playing stories. I've got a lot of them. Frankly, my wife and son are tired of hearing them, so I'm sharing them with you. This one deals with the world of James Bond. I used to run and play in a game called James Bond 007 role-playing in Her Majesty's Secret Service, and it was hours of fun. It was so much fun. You had all the fun of a James Bond movie, but you got to play in it. We had a number of players involved. One was a girl. She had I can't remember what her specialty was, but she could fly a plane, and that was what was important in this. She knew Russian airplanes really well. We had the Bond villains, the cool gadgets, the international intrigue, and this particular mission that we were on. There was a major villain who was a Russian, and keep in mind this is back during the Cold War. I'm an old fart, late '80s I think it was, and the villain had stolen a Russian nuclear bomber, and they were flying this bomber over a really high altitude, not really high, but pretty high, and they were going to drop this nuclear bomb on Moscow. And so our characters had snuck on board to try to stop them. And there was three of us all told. It was me. I want to say it was my friend Bobby, and there was somebody else. It was a girl. Might have been my niece Judy. Anyway, so we were playing, and Bobby was fighting the major villain over on the side, and Judy had went up front. I think it was Judy, but her character had went up front to try to take over the cockpit from the pilot, and that left the major henchman for me. And this dude was a huge Russian thug. He was a bad guy. Not all Russians are bad guys, but this guy was, and he oh my God, he was bad. He was a big dude, a big monster of a guy, and so we're fighting in the bomb bay, and Bobby, luckily, during the course of his fight, had jammed the front clamp on the bomb that this Russian bomber was carrying. So even if they did their thing, they couldn't drop the bomb, which was yay Bobby, awesome. So we're fighting in the bomb bay, me and this thug, and somehow or other, and I still don't know how, because the game master that was running it, when our characters separated, he put us in different rooms and was going room to room, and so I don't know how it happened, but the bomb bay doors opened, and the bomb released, but the front clamp was jammed, right? Well, at that particular time, and I'm not going to go into detail, but we were actually on top of the bomb, beating the crap out of each other. So when the bomb released, it's hanging there under the bomber, and we're hanging onto the bomb, still trying to beat the crap out of each other, and flying over Moscow at night. And you got Russian MiGs coming in behind us trying to shoot down this bomber. Yeah, because that's what the military does when somebody tries to bomb their capital. They shoot it down, So I was finally able to beat this guy down and knock him off of the bomb. And I'm trying to climb up. I get up to I'm able to climb up the bomb back inside the bomber. And because we were hanging out the bottom of a bomber from a nuclear bomb as it's flying over its target. So, and I want to say it was Judy was able to get the pilot to take over the cockpit and maneuver the plane out over the ocean, or out over a lake, I think it was. And so we were able to land the plane safely and get away before the Russian authorities got there. And we had a contact on the ground who had a truck waiting, and we jumped in the truck and took off, luckily. But that was a very memorable game for us. I thought it was hilarious. But yeah, those are the kind of things you do in these role-playing games. And you get to play these parts in a game setting with your friends or family. In this case, since we're quarantined, it's probably going to be family. But those are the kind of things you do, and it's just fun. It's innocent fun. You get to use your imagination. You get to have fun. You get to play. It's just, these games are just great. I cannot tout them enough. But this particular one is an older game, and it's easy to play. It's easy to figure the rules. So if you get the opportunity, give it a try. James Bond 007, role playing in Her Majesty's Secret Service. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.